Hey everyone, if you listen to Will There Be Cake often, you'll notice that we have a lot of guests who voice characters for our audio dramas we produce here at Seven Lamb. So if you want to check those out, you can go to sevenlamb.com and they're all there on the homepage. We have Paralyzed, which is our horror fiction. We have End of All Hope, which is a sci-fi apocalyptic tale. We have Atlas Avenue Beat, which is a film noir spoof. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We have plenty of other audio dramas you can check out. They're all there. You can also search for them on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts. They should be up. Just search for Seven Lamb Productions or Seven Lamb Podcasts. But yeah, if you want to check out the website, you can go to sevenlamb.com. That's the number 7lamb.com, and they're all up on there. Thanks. Enjoy the next episode of Will There Be Cake?
Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Amber Simpson. With me, my lovely co-host, Robert Lim.
That's me.
And joining us, Jack and Megan.
What's up?
Thank you.
Hello.
Special guest.
Special guest.
You're so special.
Almost to 10 episodes.
boy.
You're not going to be very special after 10.
I don't know, there's 365
Then
days
I'll
in a
have
year.
tenure, and you'll have to announce me big time.
No,
Yeah.
we'll just say Jack and Megan. And Jack and Megan.
Oh,
are here.
like you just did?
That's true. Well, all right, fine.
I'll say she had a little more energy.
She said
on that one
she
than
said
usual.
special guest though, didn't you?
I did.
yeah.
Special. Two specials.
Okay.
Two special.
Special guest.
Special
Oh my
guest.
gosh.
Well, today is June 8th, and we
Cool.
are celebrating together. We have some best friends, I think, in this room. Today is National Best Friends Day.
It's
Oh,
not you
so
two.
sweet. It's
What?
not, no.
What? Who?
Rob, you told me.
So,
But these are the sides of the table.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
right.
split the table.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Same side. Well, we were just doing men and women.
Yeah.
You know,
But whatever.
That's close enough.
I picked this corner
Separate but
strategically
equal.
because it's by the door and I can see all your hands.
Shoot. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're my best friend. I'll let it slide.
Thanks, buddy.
oh my
Oh,
God.
so sweet.
Anyway, so it's Best Friend Day?
Yeah, it's Best Friends Day.
Cool. Best Friend Day or Best Friends Day?
Best friends, like plural.
So you can have more than one best friend?
Yeah,
Well,
I have more than one best friend.
Oh, well, hold
No,
on.
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
that what makes them the best? I feel like best is a singular statement.
I can't wait
That's
to
one
see.
thing that people always argue about. Is it like, can you have more than one best friend?
I mean, I think you can because I'm not good at picking favorites to begin with. So.
Well, think about back on when you had MySpace. You had to have a number
Ooh.
one.
You
Man.
did.
but
I
back
would have
then
a
it was
top
always
friend.
like whoever you were dating, usually.
or Tom.
All right.
It was one or the other.
Yeah. Tom. No, I moved that motherfucker down. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, Tom,
But-
sorry, man. You never made the list for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. No, but you had a top 8 usually, or I think they upped
Yeah,
it.
I don't
later.
remember who was on my top 8. That shit
Your
was so
top 33 friends.
Yeah. I wish.
I do remember top 5, and
Yeah.
I think
No, I thought it was top 8. Maybe it was top 5.
It went
and then
from top
8.
5 and then to top 8. We
and
had
then
this
it-
conversation with Justin, I think.
Yeah.
I got out of the game, I guess, too early.
Too early,
Yeah,
man.
it's been a hot minute.
You missed when it was top 20 and then top 30,
I miss
top
I
204.
miss being able to put a song on my MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
miss that too. That's the biggest thing.
It was fun for a
Like
while until I
decorating
would
your
look at
page.
somebody else's page and then it'd just be playing.
If
like,
MySpace did anything
The most
for
annoying
us,
music.
Yeah.
excuse me, if MySpace did anything for us, it was to teach us how to like build a web page.
Yeah.
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 Which you
So
didn't
I
have to
sure
do
shit
once
learned all sorts
Facebook
of
came
stuff.
out. It was just like, oh,
Yeah.
you don't have to do this stuff anymore? All right, cool.
Cool.
Just
Yeah.
does it for you.
Easy peasy.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think there's an origin to Best Friends Day, but some people believe that it started in 2002 in Richmond, Virginia, where
That seems accurate.
several artists and musicians who just so happened to all be best friends decided to have a party at a local water park. So they wanted to do more than just have their friends at this party. They wanted to do something bigger. They wanted a celebration of epic proportions that would blow the proverbial roof off of the water park. So they
Why is there a roof on
they
the water
created
park?
Best Friends Day.
Proverbial.
No sun.
Who
Oh.
fucking knows? Because it's in Richmond, Virginia. What else are they doing
Yeah.
there?
That's true.
It's an
It
indoor
gets
water
cold.
park.
It gets cold over there.
I know.
There's snow.
So
somebody,
I guess
somebody in Richmond just turned this fucking podcast off. So you know what there is to do? Fuck you. That's what
I've
there is
actually
to do.
never been there, so I can't
Me
talk
neither,
shit.
yeah.
So, but either way, they created Best Friends Day apparently because
You know,
no one
there's-
else wants to take credit.
After doing so many of these episodes, I've learned that it's just so easy to just make a
Right?
day.
We should make a day.
Let's
We
make a
should
day.
make a day.
Let's make a day.
They just made it 2002, and they're like, let's just
Right.
make today Best Friends Day because we're hanging out. We need to go to a water park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the idea
They're all
behind it.
musicians
mean,
and
yeah.
Artists.
I just
all
expected
Except for
musicians on that.
Gary. Gary was just there because he knew somebody.
he went to Busch Gardens and.
Well, they invited everybody, so
Oh, really?
it wasn't just the best friends.
I was going to say, so you usually have your facts. Is there a literal definition, or that's just it? It
That's
doesn't
it.
just- doesn't
That's
define
It's
best.
No, it doesn't define best at all. But it does. It is plural in everything that I looked at. It was best friends.
Wow.
I mean, if it says best friends, then I think you
Could
can
it
have
be
multiple.
like just two people that are best
best-
friends?
That's true.
I
Maybe
mean-
it's talking about you and your friend.
This one website.
your best one.
This one
Yeah.
website that lists like ways to celebrate says spend time with your best friend and do things that both of you enjoy doing
Boom.
together.
Both, as in
So,
dose.
Yoinks.
I mean, I get that like some people don't want to choose. It's really hard to pick like your best friend, but honestly, your other friends should realize who your best friend is so they can step it up
That's true.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make it
Like
up.
a battle of the
Yeah,
besties.
Yeah, like that's why I don't hang out with you so much, Jeff, because you're not as cool as Carl.
Right. So if I
don't know,
go
Jeff
to a
sounds
couple of
cooler
my,
than Carl.
I go to a couple of my friends and I throw a sword down. Whoever grabs
Right.
that first, I know that's my friend.
Right. And now
All right,
sword
fight
is
over.
not like an innuendo for
No.
your
Well, it's whatever
penis.
you want to be.
Is it? Okay, that's fine.
That person's definitely my best friend.
Okay.
Someone should create like some kind of like grading system so you decide who your best
Ooh.
friend is.
Yeah.
That should be a way to celebrate.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
like
get cracking.
what do you
Here
need?
we go. Here we go.
What are the,
What we're
the
here
top
for.
top 5 qualities that you're looking for in a best friend?
Top 5 qualities. Definitely
Always
I'd
has your
say
back.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
Loyalty.
loyalty, respect.
Probably number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if you respect me.
No,
I do.
I think that falls under loyalty though. Like
Yeah.
you gotta, if you're gonna be loyal, you gotta respect that person. You know what I mean?
I'd say loyalty, reliable.
Yeah.
Is a good one?
Reliable, yeah.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Having
Let's do
reliable-
5 R's.
Okay.
Re-
Loyalty.
well, I was doing respect / loyalty.
Okay, we'll do respect.
Respect.
Respect,
Reliable.
reliable.
Okay.
Racist.
I always need a
Definitely
racist.
racist.
Racist against racists. That's,
Yes,
that's
there
what
we
you're
go.
talking about.
Yep.
Like you want somebody who hates racists.
What does that mean?
Sure.
Red,
Oh yeah.
somebody covered in blood.
Clifford.
Rob is clearly friends with the Kool-Aid man. Reliable, red, round, racist, robust.
Robust. Righteous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, righteous. Is,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So legitimately, we've got loyalty,
yeah.
reliability.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're dropping the other.
Understanding, I guess.
What about
A good
what
listener.
about like
That's
a
always
good
nice.
listener,
yeah.
humorous? I like a
Yeah.
funny friend.
Yeah, I agree.
I need somebody who can like you can laugh
Not like
with.
somebody that's like
Thanks, Rob.
wallpaper. It's like as dull as wallpaper.
Yeah, no.
Common
Yeah,
interests.
somebody.
I was
Yeah.
going to say something a little bit more specifically as a female. They have to enjoy the same alcoholic beverages as me, so we get a happy hour. Because
That's
happy hour
very
is important.
specific. not,
Margarita.
not even just likes to drink the specific
Yeah.
beverage.
Yeah, it has
Miller
to
Lite,
be-
me too. What's up, dude?
We are instantly best
Margarita
friends.
Did you get a
Bros, like-
strawberry margarita? No.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta go.
I gotta go.
I'm sorry. You got to go. I'm not drinking the other one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely like common
All right.
interest though. You gotta
Yeah.
have, you know,
And
gotta
then
like the
someone
same-
that spends time with you
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
every
but-
once in a while.
For me, just me specifically, the person has to have a twisted sense of humor. For
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like humor,
Yeah,
like you
no,
have
I
to have
agree.
your kind of
Can't
Yeah.
be sensitive.
same
ass
sense
bitches.
of humor.
No.
It
Right.
can't be one. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One extreme and the other doesn't mesh well.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to hang out with somebody who like not only is
Gets
like not
super
funny, but they
offended
get
by
like
all the
offended
shit
by
that you
everything?
say?
Yeah.
I can firmly say no.
No,
I have
you've
never tried to hang out with.
I
a
haven't
person
hung
like
out
that.
with someone like
like
that,
on
but I've
purpose.
met
I've
people.
known
Been in
people,
the group,
yeah.
right? They've been in the group.
Yeah. Not for long, but
Yeah.
but they've been there. Like
Yeah.
we need to drop Danny. This
There's
guy
just so-
is
yeah.
a lame ass. He's bringing everybody down. I can't even joke about anything anymore.
Right. I remember hanging out at a bar with a bunch of our friends. We were all drinking and having a good time, not getting rowdy or anything per se, but we were joking about doing something rowdy. And there was a guy in the group that goes, "I'm a cop, man. You don't want to do
What?
that. I'm a cop." And I'm like,
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Maybe you should
Now I
just
wanna do
leave
it
then.
even more.
Right.
Maybe you should, go.
The rest of this.
Yeah.
Are you going to arrest me from this conversation?
Yeah, why would you? Why would you
what
even
you're
bring
saying
that
is
up?
irrelevant. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, man. Freedom of speech. They can't get you until you do something.
And I've met some cool cops.
I
Me
mean,
too.
for
I've
the
partied
most
with
part,
cops before.
Exactly.
Right.
A lot of them are very cool, but this particular individual
was not so much.
Not so cool.
felt the need to inform everybody that he was a police officer.
I was friends with somebody who took everything.
Literal.
Well, yeah, just like got offended by a lot of stuff. Like you couldn't joke about anything. And then at one point, I just asked him. I said, "What do you watch like for comedy? Like what is like a show?" And he said,
Are
"I
you
don't
talking
really
about
watch.
Ricky?
I don't really watch comedies anymore." Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying not to name
Baseball.
him.
My bad.
He's pretty much like, I don't like to laugh.
Ricky,
Yeah.
we love you if you're listening to this.
No. He went. Yeah.
Oh,
he just
we
started.
both
He
getting-
went
know
through
who
a
this person
phase
is?
though. He
yeah,
wasn't always.
I was trying to keep it a secret, and then she outed him.
He wasn't
What's his
always.
name?
He wasn't Ricky. He wasn't always like that.
One more time for the
Ricky.
last name. No, I'm kidding.
He wasn't always like that, and I don't think he's like that.
I don't think he's
as
like that
much
now.
anymore.
Ricky.
No, but
either.
he was.
Ricky.
He went through a phase.
He went through a
Ricky.
phase that was very like.
You know
Yeah.
what? We should take Ricky out for a beer.
Yeah.
I think he's better now.
He was my best friend
He's
for a
better.
while.
Like
but
there was
yeah.
something wrong with him.
Yeah,
Back then.
he's
But
better.
everything bothered him.
They just had to show him a few comedies, and he kind of loosened up.
Yeah.
No, he used to
No,
watch
he went
comedies
to
all the time.
He went to D.C. to protest. He literally lived in a tent for months. So
Yeah, but the thing
That'll
was,
fuck with
before
your
all
head.
that, he was like a prankster.
rescind-
He
I
would
rescind
joke
my
about
offer.
Mm.
everything.
Yeah.
It was weird.
No beers for Ricky.
I rescind my offer.
I mean, he's very political
I'm
now,
sure
which is
you're one
He
of
a
is.
them.
fun time when you're
Oh,
with
it
somebody.
sounds
Yeah,
super
yeah.
duper.
You know what?
try
I
to
have
avoid
friends
that.
on both sides of,
Yeah.
Yep.
The
unfortunately,
political
of the
spectrum.
fence.
Yeah.
We won't get into that.
No.
But I can't stand any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're just like, yeah, well, if you think this and you're a moron. I'm like, really?
Dude, that's what Facebook is. I scroll down. There's somebody who's
fine.
like super liberal and then
Yeah.
super conservative, and I'm just like, I don't like either of these points.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I'm just
exactly.
scrolling through. I'm like,
And they're
oh my
both
god.
just like, well, if you don't believe me, then you're a moron.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like, hey, you know what? That
Let's
idea has value.
Or
Let's
let's
talk
have a
about
conversation. Or, I see this person super open-minded. Maybe I should be too.
that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like I'll post something that has nothing to do about anything, and then I'll have
Oh,
like
that's
my friends
Trump's
who are
fault.
very political. Yeah, and they'll post something. They'll be like, "Well,
Yeah.
actually, this article that came out yesterday said this," and they give me all these statistics. I'm like, dude, like I'm saying I like a grilled cheese on Tuesdays. Like that's all I'm saying. Like why do you just have
Fox
to be
News,
political?
man, they're out to get us.
Yeah,
Fox
exactly.
News.
It's always something. So
Media.
I try to ignore all that.
So
Those
back-
aren't my best friends.
So the fact that all of us being best friends, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, we got
Clearly.
the main things.
All right. So
Yeah.
one way to celebrate.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
obviously, hang out with your best friend, do something you both enjoy, and if you don't live in the same city, call them or send them a letter or something, or make
A
a
handwritten
surprise
letter.
visit.
Handwritten letters.
Yeah.
It means more.
Got to show your love
Yeah.
that way.
It means more.
Or do something special for your best friend. Send them a special gift basket full of things they like,
Did
or
you get
treat
my
them to their favorite
basket?
dessert.
Yeah, for
Jack?
sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool.
I didn't get shit today. So.
Well, as
More,
my
where I stand with you.
Yeah.
Robert Lamb is one of my best friends. I got you a gift.
Oh boy,
Here you go. So you don't have
Oh
to.
my gosh.
It's so big,
that's awesome.
so you don't have to open it
Yeah,
up
yeah.
in the
No,
in
I
the
won't open it
studio.
right
I'll
now.
tell you what
Wow.
it is.
Okay, cool.
It's a No Time to Die movie poster
Oh yeah,
with the coronavirus release date.
so
So
Oh,
it's
no.
super
because I
super limited.
I love James Bond
Yeah.
and coronavirus.
As your best friend, I knew that.
And you love coronavirus.
Well, no, I don't love coronavirus. Coronavirus turns out to be the biggest villain that James Bond has ever dealt with because they postponed his movie until
Who
later
knows?
this year.
Yeah,
so
later this
Yeah.
year.
maybe like November. But they
No
postponed a lot of
time
movies.
to die.
No time to die. Plenty of time to die.
It's not a time
now.
to die. He's like, let's,
yeah. We got to postpone this.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be
Social distancing, guys. That was
Yeah.
always like a lot of people don't know, but like starting with like Sean Connery and Dr. No, like back in 1962, all of the James
Yeah.
Bond movies are a lot
Look what I
about
started.
social distancing. All of it.
For sure.
That's all James Bond is about teaching you about coronavirus, and this is his ultimate villain.
every single one of them.
Every single one of them. You got to read between the lines because he does sleep with a lot of ladies, and that's not
Yeah.
really following the rules. But
yeah, he's not really
but
following.
they
his
both
own
got
rules.
tested beforehand
Oh,
Sure.
that's good.
for multiple things. Just saying.
Sean Connery dealing with coronavirus. I just can't imagine.
Well,
him
now
taking it seriously.
it's not so good because he's older.
yeah, he's susceptible.
That
Yep.
ship's taking out really old people.
This
for most-
goddamn coronavirus.
Well, thank you, Amber Simpson.
You're
I'll
welcome.
cherish this always.
Great. I mean, you could sell it.
Great.
I don't care.
Take your fucking
Great,
poster.
great. Now get it out of the way. I appreciate it. I feel bad I didn't get you anything. I did mail
It's
a
okay.
basket to
Yeah.
John.
You didn't.
he
You
did.
didn't research Best Friends Day to find out.
That's true. I didn't know how to
That's how you
celebrate
celebrate.
it. I thought us
Yeah.
just hanging out recording a podcast was enough.
It is enough.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I
Where's my
appreciate it.
gift,
What?
Yeah, Jack.
Jack?
Oh, I thought it was Best Friends Day.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Ooh.
Wow.
It's like we're Friends Day.
Man.
they always say marry your best friend, right?
Yeah.
Aw, you did
See,
it.
And
We
did
went,
you guys?
we went wrong somewhere.
I got you this list of sandwich condiments.
Aw,
Aw.
that's nice.
Got really awkward in here.
I got you this packet of Welch's fruit snacks.
Nice. Still taped to the
Got
wall.
you some Advil PM. Don't go to sleep.
Don't
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I think the best way to celebrate Best Friends Day is to have a giant party.
With only your best friends,
Just
though.
you and your
Yeah.
one best
Well, I mean,
friend.
Your
as long
one
as-
best friend.
As long as
Your
we're
one-
artists.
You two have a huge
I
party.
think like all of your friends. Robert has a
Oh.
shit ton of friends.
No,
and
I
he
don't.
has a lot of parties. So I mean, he
No,
celebrates best
not
friends.
anymore.
No,
not
she's
since
absolutely
COVID.
right. You do.
Not since
True.
COVID.
He
Not
wiped them
since
out.
COVID.
COVID-19.
Killed them
Once
parties.
that came out, killed my parties.
Wow.
It killed your parties. but
COVID 1 through
not
18.
your friends.
Oh, we were dancing the
1
night
through
away. It's like
18.
19 came
Great
out. I was
time.
like, all right, we gotta
Shut
stop.
it down.
Yeah, really fucked up my birthday. So much for April 1st. April Fools. Robert Corona. That's how I assumed Corona was
Wow.
teasing me. Oh well. Next
True.
year. Next year will be even bigger. But I'm only inviting my best friends.
Okay.
Friends
How many
plural?
best friends do you have?
yeah,
Yeah.
we still haven't settled this debate.
Yeah, how many best friends can you have? I think by
Honestly,
category.
I think 2 or 3.
so. Like
It's a
you
good
can
number.
have a best
I think I
guy
have
friend
2.
and a best girlfriend.
Okay.
So there you guys are,
Okay.
and your best friend that's like a family member, I guess. Like my
See, I don't really have a best.
my
best
brother
family
would
member
be my
friend.
best friend.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
think my sister would be.
But
I'm
then
not a
there's
single
your
child.
son.
I don't have any
Your
brother,
mom.
sister.
Yeah, my
Mom,
oldest
dad.
son,
Dad.
he and I are definitely best.
Your
buds.
cat.
Yeah, your dogs.
Well, yeah. So there you go.
There's a lot of best friends.
There you go. We'll categorize it.
Honestly, like, I'm just gonna come out and say, I don't think I have any best friends.
Wow.
Like, I think I just have
That
friends. I just don't have anybody like. I don't know. I still feel like I don't know if I can trust everybody.
That's
know
a
what I
good
mean?
idea. Yeah.
So I keep everybody like
So
just
when he
a
has
foot
to
away.
when he has to have one of those really in-depth, like deep conversations, he just looks in the mirror and cries.
Yeah, who do you call in that
That's
scenario?
that's my true best friend right there. Myself. Look at you, Robert. Pick yourself up. You can pick
when
up
you
the pieces.
really need
He walks
someone
in,
to lean on.
he walks in and talks to his best friend. Looks like you've been crying.
I walk. That's
wrong,
me.
buddy? Okay,
That's
buddy?
when I walk to the next mirror. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, buddy. Oh, hey, Robert. Hey, Robert. I was just talking to Robert in the bathroom. Nice to see you,
He's
Robert, in my
he's
room.
upset.
Yeah,
He's
he's upset, but he's gonna work through things. Want to play cards? Robert always wins.
Robert actually told me
Oh,
not
boy.
to tell you this, but
Yes. He's only got room for one Robert. Oh well. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have best friends.
I think it's fair too to have like best friends like through different times of your life. Cause,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I've
Yeah,
had
that
lots
changes.
Oh,
of
it
best
changes.
friends, and so
Yeah.
like I would say as far as girlfriends go, I probably have 2, and they're from 2 different times of my life, and they
Right.
both live elsewhere. So like they're still my best
Right,
friends.
like
but,
that-
you know what I mean? Like
I have one from middle school. My friend Bobby. Like he went into the
oh, you
military.
don't have any room for Roberts.
Well, no, this is a different Robert. I don't have room for me anymore. I got tired of myself. No, this is a different Robert. We were best friends for like a long time through middle school. But then even like in high school, he was still a friend, but I started hanging out with other people. He went to a different school. But even now, every once in a while, he'll come into town. We'll hang out and we
Right,
stay
right
up
where you left
super
off.
late. Yeah,
Yeah.
playing video games like we did
Yeah.
back in middle school.
Nice.
I had a best friend growing up in high school. His name was Chris.
Sounds
Zero
fake.
chance he's listening to this.
Just kidding.
And I also had a guy who was one of my best friends, who is still one of my best friends, whose name's Sean. And Chris and Sean liked the same gal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
This went poorly.
Yeah. That's it.
So-
That's a do.
I went to go visit my best friend Chris when he was getting ready to leave for the Air Force, and he was so super bummed out. And I was like, "What's the matter, buddy?"
Hmm.
I was like, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "This girl, who is now his wife,
Oh, my God.
had said that she had had sex with him and our other best friend
Oh.
in the
no.
same day."
Oh my god!
and that he wasn't first.
And then
Whoa!
As he's getting ready to get in a Hummer to go
Oh
to,
no!
That's the
to
worst.
the military.
Why?
and
did you
then
say
he
it?
married her.
And I was like,
Whoa.
I looked. I swear to God, I looked at him because he's my best friend. I was like, "Do you want me to go punch her in the face or something?" He's like, "No, man, I'm just really bummed out."
Aw.
I was like, "Yeah, I fucking bet you are." And so then she continued to talk to him, and then somehow convinced him to stop talking to me.
wow.
So he and I aren't friends
Bitches.
anymore.
I've had
And
a
me
couple
and
of
the other
scenarios like
guy
that.
are friends still. I mean, although for a while I was like, "That's
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
up." man.
we've
You
both
should-
had that. We both had best friends that married each other and stopped talking to us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, our equal
Her best friend
friends
and
married
my
each
best
other.
friend at the time both
Yeah.
married each other, and now neither of them talk to us because they both the opposite one.
Hate
Well,
So she doesn't like you, and he doesn't like you.
well, I think he doesn't mind you. I think it's just she doesn't like you or me.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just
Oh.
her. She doesn't
It's
like
her.
either one of us, and she
She's
forced him to
just
stop
her.
talking to us.
She was such a joke. She like literally made my best friend stop talking. She was like,
That's
"You
what
can't
happened
talk
with
to
my
him
friend.
anymore." Yeah. I was like,
I don't want you
what?
talking to him anymore.
yeah,
I was like, why? Because I say things that are true.
yep.
Well, that's the thing.
Exactly.
Literally, not to go too in depth with it, but one
Yeah.
time, it was the last time I ever hung out with him. We used to. This is weird, but we used to play like racquetball.
We used to like kiss each
No,
other.
yeah, and touch each other under the tent. But
Sure, that sense.
not in the tent. We
And I
put the
don't-
tent on top
I
of
don't
us.
know why she doesn't like me.
Yeah, it was weird. No, but we would play racquetball, and I remember one
Yeah.
time he was like, "Yeah, I can play racquetball." So I went, picked him up. We went to go play racquetball. We played for 5 minutes. She called him, said, "I got out of work early. Come pick me up. I want to go, or like come meet me at home. I want to go out to eat right now." And he was like, "Well, I just got to like the racquetball court. Me and Robert are playing. Is that cool?" She goes, "No. Like, I told you I don't like you hanging out with him and stuff," because she was
Oh
just
my
mad
God.
at me for, I don't even remember what it was, but she was like,
think
"No, I
it
don't
was
want you hanging out with him."
Festivus.
No, it
It
wasn't
wasn't.
that. But she told him, and he's like, "I gotta go." And I'm like, "I'm not driving you home." I'm like, "I drove all the way out here." He didn't live close. I'm like, "I drove all the way out here, picked you up. We played for 5 minutes, and you're gonna leave."
Better get a cab. Ubers
So then-
didn't exist.
No, she came and picked him up. She
Yeah.
came and picked him up, and then he's like, "Why don't you just go say something to her?" I'm like, "No, I'm done with this." And then I just walked away, and then
Go
she
say
never,
something
that's it.
to her.
Yeah, he wanted me to he's like, "Go say you're sorry." I'm like, "For what? For what?" She was mad because some other guy told her the truth that everybody hated her. And then she came to me and asked me, "Is that true? Does everybody hate me?" And I was like,
Yeah.
No. I was like, "We don't hate you. It's just sometimes you're a lot." That's what I said. And then after that, she was like, just wrote me off.
So she
Like,
came to
that's-
you
That's
to
Yeah.
find out.
To find out about everybody else. Everybody else said way meaner shit than I did. I just said that, and then I was just like, "No, it's just sometimes you're a lot. You start fights a lot,
So
and that's
was-
what they're complaining
So
about."
was it the same reason she stopped talking? Was it because Adam said something to her? Because
Uh-oh.
the reason she stopped talking to me
Stop saying
was
names.
real quick. Who fucking cares?
I don't care.
None of these people are going to listen to this podcast.
Yeah, fuck
None
no,
of them
no.
talk. None of them talk
They
to us.
won't until I send it to them.
My ex-boyfriend got in an argument with her on Facebook, and she was upset with me that I didn't defend her.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what she
boy.
was mad about.
That shit
Yeah.
So-
bothers me.
Yeah.
to
That's
but
what I was
she
gonna
but
say.
she was wrong. So
Yeah.
if she was right, I would have defended her. But she was wrong, and I didn't defend her, and so she got
Yeah,
pissed
but
off. And
if you don't want to play,
Right.
Keep
Stay
your
on the
fucking
She
sideline.
mouth
loved
shut.
Exactly.
fighting. She loved starting
did.
fights. That's what she liked to do. And yeah, no, I forgot. Now they're married. Yeah, I haven't hung out with them since that
they
day
have
at
3
racquetball.
kids. Yeah.
you know, I don't know them, but fuck you guys.
But,
You'll
that's
never
something-
listen to this.
That's
but
something I
fuck
don't
you
really
guys.
understand about friendship either, and whether that's you're just friends with other people or Jack and I being personally best friends. If there's somebody that he talks to or hangs out with, I'm most definitely not going to control him as a person,
Right,
as an
right.
adult.
To me,
unless
that's
unless his
that
friend
doesn't-
says something
that doesn't-
really rude to
Oh,
you
yeah,
or
right,
something.
but
But
then-
In which case, that's my civic duty.
Right, right, right.
And
Then
I
it's
know
different.
for a fact that regardless of how thick blood or water is for him and this person,
yeah, then
there's
it's
not
different.
a chance
Right.
in hell that, you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me that there are probably plenty of people that he talks to all the time that I'm just like, meh. But
Right.
I'm never gonna.
Give
I'm
us
never,
names.
Fuck you.
My mom.
Your mom.
Hey, Mom.
Everybody
Is that
you're
that
related to.
bitch?
Yeah.
But that right there is what immediately makes them no longer a best friend to me.
Right.
That definitely
I agree.
is a category. Come on, grow
I think
up.
that's a big thing for me is a best friend should be able to understand if you can't hang out with them
Be
all the time.
supportive.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And be supportive. And yeah, I mean,
And not be offended when you don't want to hang out.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's one of the
a big
biggest. That's one of the biggest things for me
Understand.
is that there's certain people that will be like, why didn't you invite me to this? Why didn't you invite me to this? Why didn't you
Oh,
invite me to
boy.
game night or to play
That
a
was
certain sport?
My next thing is to not feel like you have to be invited everywhere.
Yeah, for real.
But it's
So,
not even
like,
that. It's like,
we're-
where's my invites? You don't invite
Right,
me to stuff.
Right. Like, we're all hanging out at a bar, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, we're out at this bar. You should come with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get an invite. What the fuck do you think I just sent you?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'll invite somebody 3 times, and if they don't have a good excuse, like I have to work or I have family stuff or whatever it is, if they don't have a good excuse, they just don't show up or they ignore me or whatever, I stop inviting them.
I have
And then-
a friend that does that to me now.
Yeah.
He does this. He goes, I need to cook my mom dinner.
Yeah, that's...
How fucking old are you, man? I was like, your mom is a wonderful woman.
Yeah,
She is capable
of making
of
her, I know.
obtaining
Oh,
sustenance.
we have
That's an
friends like
excuse.
that.
Yeah.
we have friends like that.
yeah, we know a couple.
I love
people
this
like that.
guy. Like his family is like my family, but he gives me that shit all the time.
That's how my best friend is.
Sorry,
Just
man.
say
I
you
just
don't want to
turned-
fucking hang out.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
tell
just
me I don't
say.
want to hang out.
Yeah, just say
that,
not today, maybe next time.
That
That's all you have
doesn't
to
sound
say.
fun to me. I'll even take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I-
want to do that. I don't feel like it. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
cool.
I think we covered all the bases.
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
what a best friend
What else
is.
fucking pisses you off about your best friend?
But you know what?
Another-
Hey, that's a good
I got
one,
real
though.
angry.
No, that was a good one.
That- but that, you know, if they weren't your best friends, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't get angry, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so every best friend you've ever had, you've been angry at that motherfucker at
Of
one
course,
point or another.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
you've
so
gotten
you're like,
over
what
it. If
the
you're true
fuck?
best
And then you
friends,
get over
Yeah.
it. You have
Exactly.
a conversation. That constitutes to me you being able to be called a best friend.
Yeah,
If
I
we've
agree.
had an argument and able to squash
Get
it
past
and
it,
move
yeah.
on,
not just
definitely.
forget about it, but even have a grown-up conversation.
It's
exactly.
like Megan said.
We don't
like,
even have to
also
agree.
just not hanging out for a while and then just
Yeah.
randomly like, hey, you know, I don't have any responsibilities right now. You want to hang out? And then
Yeah.
you hang out and it's like
Yeah.
you guys never
Pick
stopped
up
hanging
right
out.
where you left
yeah.
off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
I
cool.
love you
You say that to your best friend
all the time.
under the tent?
All the
Under
time.
the tent.
With your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
There
give,
are
you give a
some-
couple mouth hugs.
He's riding this mustache all the way to hell. Yeah, me and my buddy Clay and my buddy Rhino, our text threads are very graphic
Oh,
and
yeah.
disgusting.
I remember watching an interview with Nick Offerman and
Oh, yeah.
him. I want to say it was Adam Scott and somebody else. I don't think it's Chris Pratt, but it was somebody else. It was like 3 of
Rob
them.
Lowe,
Nah, I don't think it was Rob Lowe either.
he was in Parks and Rec with him. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
it was 3 people from Parks and Rec. Maybe it was Chris Pratt, but they used to like send each other shits. They would take a
Yeah,
shit
that's Chris
and then
Pratt.
take
That's
pictures
Chris
of it.
Pratt.
Okay,
Absolutely.
it was them
Chris Pratt,
3. Yeah. So whenever they were proud of their shits, they would take a picture and send it to the other person.
Oh my god.
I don't
that's
ever want to be that close
disgusting.
with somebody,
Right.
but that's interesting.
I don't do that.
Yeah, with anybody. You just do your left ball, right?
My buddy Dan is like, he sends me shit all the time.
No.
I'm like, thanks, buddy.
Literally?
Go
Literally?
get yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Let me go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'll get you a rebuttal.
give me about
go to
22
Taco Bell.
minutes.
Yeah, I gotta go to Taco Bell. Give me
This
taco.
has gone too far.
Yeah. True. Well, best friends. That's how you celebrate.
All right,
Send
so
each other pictures of shit.
And do you have a cake with your best friends?
Well, after talking about that shit stuff.
I mean, not.
Yeah, I'd say you can have
Yeah.
a cake with your friend.
I think so.
Why
That's-
not?
That's
Yeah.
a sweet thing to do.
Yeah,
Share a
do
cake
whatever.
with
Play
your
some
bestie.
video games, get some
Yeah.
drinks, but only the same ones.
Has to be the
And
same.
then have,
I'm not splitting your happy hour if you drink that strawberry margarita shit.
yeah,
We can't be best friends.
And then
and then have
And
your
cake.
cake, and then your cake.
And then cake. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And hopefully, if you guys are truly best friends, you'll both say the same cake at the same time. Like, what kind of cake do you want? And then you go 1, 2, 3.
Cheesecake.
You both say
Ice cream
cheesecake or whatever. Yeah.
I didn't even get an option.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do
I
it.
did too.
Oh, okay.
I was ready. I was ready. What were our answers?
I was still
I
talking.
didn't give one.
God
They
damn
didn't.
you.
He didn't
Okay.
give one either.
Okay, ready?
But we already said
No,
ours.
all right. Pick a different one. I'm
No
running out.
way.
okay.
I
Just-
only heard yours and I already knew the answer. So.
All right, ready?
Okay.
We're doing it anyways. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Funfetti.
Strawberry shortcake.
What did you say?
Funfetti.
Nice.
Gross.
What was
We all
yours?
have different ones. Ice cream cake.
Oh, that's a great
I just
idea.
tried to pick a different one than them.
Strawberry
Asshole.
Oh,
I already
man.
heard you guys say yours, so strawberry shortcake, yeah.
Cheesecake, big time.
Cheesecake's
Funfetti
good,
all
too.
day.
Funfetti
Cupcakes.
was the
That's
one
a
that
good
we
one.
had that
Regular
last
That's
time.
what we have in the fridge.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. Podcast over, folks. My ass is in the fridge.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
I think that does it, right? For
Yeah.
Best Friends Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
That
joining
That
us.
was a good one.
That's
That
a
was
good
a solid
one.
one.
Yeah.
We really kind of let off some steam on that one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And if you're one of the friends that we mentioned,
Sorry.
don't
Fuck
give a
you.
shit. Sorry, don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Perfect.
Nice.
Second that.
Dude, would you like to
You want-
Yeah. If you don't like what I had to say, I'm not a hard guy to find. Best friends.
That's true.
Okay?
Yeah.
Guys that I'm talking about.
He's still on
fuck you.
MySpace.
You don't like it. Yeah. You're not even in my top
Okay.
5. Why should I care?
2 fuck yous / non in my top 5.
2 fuck yous.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Don't give a shit.
Going around the table. To your best friends.
I said not sorry.
No,
Sorry, not sorry.
Wait, are these
Sorry.
best
Wait,
friends?
to our best
our
friends?
best friends?
Oh, to our best friends.
We're talking about
yeah.
the-
To the past best friends.
Oh,
Not-
past
Oh.
best
My
friends.
real best friends, fuck you too. I love you.
Oh no,
Oh.
not sorry. That was mine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If
not
I said
sorry.
don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Sorry, I
Good
went
song.
real left with that.
Here we go.
All right.
All right,
I
cool.
think that does it.
But we still want cake, so
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
let's
go
go
get
eat
some cake
cake.
now.
Thank you for joining us, Jack and Megan.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm Amber. Thank you, Robert, for being here as always.
It's my house.
See you tomorrow.
This has been a 7 Lamb production.